Peace on the Streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Peace on the Streets radio show with your host, Prince of the Sun.
And your girl, me.
What it do, me?
Prince, did you hear Monique Royale's ad?
Oh, man, very impressive. I love it.
I mean, I am so proud of everybody that's with Peace on the Streets.
Yeah.
The movement, the changes they're making, how passionate they are.
Right.
She keeps getting endorsed. It's impressive.
Hey, you guys, in case you're looking to find a candidate to vote for, please look them up. Don't just give your votes away. You know what I'm saying? So this is who we promote, Monique Royale. She's running for
State attorney.
And I love what she's doing.
It's amazing. And yes, she is really reaching out to the community in all aspects.
Yes, she is.
And she's truly killing the game, and it's just an honor to be a part of this, right?
It is, hey, because she really wants a change.
Yes.
It's a lot of people that jumped on the bandwagon about reform. She was on it from the beginning.
Right.
It's a big difference.
Right. You know, a lot of us have seen this coming, though, but we just didn't have the reach,
right?
You know, to make it happen. And now that we have candidates all around us that we see and we're able to bring them on, we got to pay attention to this, guys. And if you have a platform that is able to release these guys, do it. We're the media. It's us.
Exactly. We are the media. The people are looking for us to bring them what's going on in the world today. Yeah. And guess who we got coming on today?
Ooh, we have
Alan Ellison.
He's a candidate as well, going for House of Representatives.
Yeah, Democratic nominee to the U.S. House of Representatives from Florida, 17th Congressional District. So you guys get out and vote. And trust me, if they're connected with Peace on the Streets, then hey, man, we ain't just supporting anybody.
That's right, and we ain't no Rudy Poop, as what Prince said.
No, we ain't no Rudy Poop. And then our candidates is no Rudy Poops either.
Not at all.
You all look him up, though.
I had a great meeting with him recently. His knowledge is insane.
Yeah.
And he's definitely, been doing this for quite some time.
Okay.
He
looks young. He's a young guy.
He's extremely young. I know he's in his 30s.
Yeah.
I don't ask questions, guys, but he's in his 30s. We should look him up. Google him.
I like that because guess what? Then a lot of times people in their 30s, they have a different aspect on what's going on.
Absolutely.
So I like that. I love being connected to the younger people.
And he's making a huge change. He's a candidate. He's on the ballot. So vote August 18th. He's making an impact. Young man, very intelligent.
Get out and vote.
He's in Sebring, Florida. We went out to his congressional dinner.
Yes, we did.
And had a on-the-spot scene broadcasting.
It was awesome.
Tremendous amount of candidates that were,
right.
In the fields. We actually have Dr. Balin.
Really?
She's about to come on tonight.
Yes, she will.
And she's a candidate as well.
So you all want to listen in. And guess who else we have? Nurse V!
Oh. No, we really want to give out our condolences because we just found out that 2 of the nurses on her staff just got the virus.
Okay.
And it's one of the managers there, and we've been speaking to them, every Wednesday live on air, and just the fact of getting to know Nurse V and knowing, within her colleagues, now 2 of them have the virus.
I'm going to tell you the truth, though. Since talking to Nurse V, I have been wearing my mask more often.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to even lie to you.
Absolutely.
And then I'm listening to a lot of different shows, and then everyone is saying, Nurse V is saying, still wear your mask. Hey, you don't want to be all close up on anybody. Give them 6 feet.
It's really like that. And for the nurses that wear, hazmatic outfits, for them to wear this protection and still contract the virus.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. And I know that they're on testing sites, though, so we're in the front line. But they have the symptoms. They have the chills, the fever. They're feeling it. So God bless them. We pray for them.
Yes.
Because they're protecting us. They're doing this for us, guys.
Yes. And so God bless them. Junior broadcasters.
Yes.
Right? That make you smile, don't it?
Don't it?
I mean,
we have junior broadcasters, Peace on the Streets kids between the ages of 10 to 13 years old that typically air in the summer here in our studio.
Right.
We will not have them live this summer, fortunately, due to the virus. We just are not trusting that right now.
No, sir. We're not taking no chances.
Absolutely not. So in other hands, we're going to we have our audio engineer, Smiley, that's going to go to them and going to record them live in their home facilities.
Nice.
And we're going to broadcast them still on the air for the summer.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
They should be excited about that.
They're so excited.
We hadn't forgot about them.
We haven't. We wanted to figure out a plan for them. and we want to keep them safe. So they're very excited.
That's how I like. Wait a minute, Miss CEO, Miss International, World International,
Miss Angela.
Miss Angela.
I had this cute.
I don't know why I had to say it like that, Miss Angela. Angela. I don't know why, because I know she's an extravaganza type of woman.
She graduated from Juilliard Arts, the School of Juilliard Arts. To actually get into that school, you have to be extra special. And she got into that school, graduated from that, graduated from the high school.
Right.
And then she ended up to be Miss New Jersey Globe.
Okay.
She won that.
What?
She's an opera singer.
Shut up.
And now she owns her own organization.
Oh, she can sing?
Yeah.
No, she can't.
She can
She
sing.
gonna sing tonight. She gonna sing tonight.
Oh, we're gonna put
Yes, I'm gonna
Miss
put her
Angela,
on the
hope you're
spot,
listening.
Miss
Get
Angela.
ready.
Get ready. Take you some lemon juice or honey. Get whatever you need. I didn't know she could sing.
She's a woman of many talents.
Shut your mouth.
That's why the reason why she created, the agency she has, which
We
is
gonna
a
hear
nonprofit
tonight.
organization. Yeah, she has this organization that is for women in pageantry.
Yeah, and because the pageantry industry is so dirty.
Yeah.
We just have to be honest with it. It's
You know,
dirty.
I've used to be in pageantry when I was 13 years old, so I have 2 titles and I went through it.
Okay.
It wasn't like that how it is now. How it is now, being a part of this pageantry.
Right.
It's so supportive.
Okay.
They don't forget not one single woman.
Wonderful.
And everybody's bringing each other along. The networking is insane. They
Okay.
develop them so strongly that they come out and they end up owning their own businesses, becoming
Sweet.
doctors, lawyers, physicians. It's insane.
Yeah.
So I love this. This is a whole new look. So Miss Angela, she really changed the game on this.
Yes.
And it makes me now want to enter myself. I love everybody that's a part of it.
Yes.
Everybody.
Because you interviewed, I know you was on the ship. I wasn't able to go.
I know.
But this time I will be
I hear
there.
you. We was in the Bahamas overseas, and we interviewed over 53 women in the pageantry. By the way, big shout out to Miss Haiti, because she is a nurse in the front line, and she contracted the virus as well,
Is she?
and her baby that's under a year old. But God bless them; they've
Yeah.
recovered. They're both
Wonderful.
well, and now
It's not a death
she's
sentence.
out.
A
It's
lot
not.
of times people think it's a death sentence. That's just like pneumonia. When you catch pneumonia, a lot of people think like, that can be it because it's so close to, but it is curable. It's not a death sentence. Just because a person get it don't mean they're gonna die.
Well, it doesn't mean that, but it can.
You can.
And-
Same thing like pneumonia.
And it's not curable, but if you contract it, you may not have the symptoms, but you may have the virus for life. It's like,
Yeah.
it will, yes, it could stay in your system. We don't know.
Right, but you need to take your vitamins. They said plenty of vitamin D. We're going to pull up some of the things that we need to be taking to help us fight off the virus, because if our immune system is strong enough, we won't contract it.
Right. I know that what helps me out is just exercising every day.
Okay.
And I jog every day. I'm in that hot sun. That sun is no joke out here. For
Yeah,
30
it is.
minutes, you
Oh,
can
my
burn.
goodness, in
So
Florida.
I already know it's coming out of me or something.
Yeah. And then guess who else we have? Alexis.
Yeah.
And that's our sports talk announcer. She does all our sports talk, and I know she got some good juicy stuff for
She
us.
has an impressive script. I read it. I'm like, I don't know how she does it.
What?
But she is a sports journalist for Peace on the Streets. She was actually on the field when the Orlando Phantoms games was active.
Right.
She was on the field and
It
she
was
did the
cold that
interviews.
night, too, wasn't
It
it?
was freezing, but we got the quarterback. We got amazing sideline
Right.
interviews.
Okay.
And we will be back. The Phantoms will be back.
Sure we
be
will.
back.
Everything gonna open back up, and we're gonna be able to get on the sidelines and film. And then we also have a guy, I call him Montel Jordan. He about 6'9". He's in the building. What's up, brother?
Does Miles even know who Montel Jordan is?
He might know.
Do you know Montel Jordan?
Nah,
You-
I do.
How old are you, Miles?
24.
What's up, Miles?
Nothing much. How are you?
Diapers, Montel
Everything
Jordan.
good. Thank you. It's good to kind of do a balance tonight. We're going to have a woman's opinion and a male opinion tonight.
So we're gonna have co-hosts. We got Miles and Alexis gonna come here, and they're
Yes.
gonna be our co-hosts for the whole set. And don't leave Alexis, because she'll be reporting tonight in a second segment.
So where you from, Miles?
From Pittsburgh, right outside Pittsburgh.
All right, so you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Ride or die.
Yes, sir. Because back in the days, I liked it. I didn't like teams. I liked the players.
Yeah.
Lynn Swan, all those cats. Was my
I
boys.
understand.
And then with Dallas, I liked the Ed Too Tall Jones. I liked it all. Yeah, and I can name you all you guys receiving core: Tony Hill, Preston Pearson, Drew Hill,
Wow.
Drew Pearson. And then. With you guys, what was that other one? The receiver. He was just as good as Lynn Swan. Taylor?
See, that's why we
it.
gotta bring Alexis up here.
I I took him back 50 years. He's like, man.
Yeah, he doesn't even know Montel Jordan, so
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to calculate.
We
that. I
work
gotta go
with
back.
you, man. Where you been? But anyway, guess who we riding tonight with? Sade.
Yeah.
Our first hour, we gonna do some Sade.
Do you and Alexis know Sade, the singer?
You know Sade?
Yeah, we gotta put him on. Yeah, okay, he does.
So who you like? What's one of your favorite songs of Sade?
I don't know.
The names are kind of.
Well, once we start
I wouldn't
playing-
have to be able to say the name.
All right, once we start playing it, then you be able to just kind of
I don't
ride
even know
with
the
it.
names.
For sure.
Okay. Hey, you all call in 407-894-1680. Request your favorite Sade song. And guess what? One of our topics today is, Mimi, how long do you have to know somebody before you sign a lease for them?
Never.
Never?
Never.
But
Maybe my
God,
parents.
God told me to ask you.
I'm not doing it, God, because I have to protect myself and my family.
Right.
I need to keep living and to survive.
Right. So
Only
you-
if it's my parents.
So you would not co-sign for nobody?
I mean, teachers on in that nature, my parents are irresponsible, so if something of that had to happen, it's because I really need it. So only my parents.
Gotcha.
Not even my siblings. Sorry, guys.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm not putting nothing in my name for nobody.
Really?
Because not even a cell phone.
Not
How about
even-
you, Miles?
Nah, I mean, I don't know.
You won't do it. Because I look at it like this. You're a grown person just like I am. Why in the hell why come you can't put it in your own name?
Right. If they're in that position in the first place, it's because something happened within them. They're not hanging in there.
Hello?
So
You ain't finna mess my good name up. What you feel about that, Miles?
I mean, I kind of feel the same way, but people under different circumstances and something going on. But I mean, I feel that same way.
you gotta think about
So
that.
you're not putting nothing in your name? I know that's right.
He's like, no, I'll be the fifth.
No, because yeah. So you all keep it locked to Peace on the Streets. A text in, a call in. Give them the websites, Mimi, so they can listen in or
Yes.
text in.
Absolutely. You guys can listen to us worldwide at WOKBradio.com or listen to us at WOKB 1680 AM. Don't forget, give us a call at 407-894-1680. Live. Guys, give us a call. We're taking calls.
Yeah, we're taking calls. Y'all keep it locked right here to Peace on the Street. We're going to play us some Sade.
Woo!
Right here on Peace on the Streets Radio Show. I'm your host, Prince of the South.
And your girl, Mimi.
And we have online.
Alan Ellison. Again, Prince, you said it again, but let me just introduce him one more time.
Please
He's a
do.
Democratic nominee to the U.S. House of Representatives from Florida 17th Congressional District.
Give it up.
Whoa!
Stand on your feet. I mean, clap everything.
We had the honor to actually be at one of his congressional dinners.
Oh, man.
It was amazing.
Yes, it was.
I had the best time, and I had to dress up so nice.
Yes. I hadn't had that good a time since I told him.
Yeah.
Since I
Right.
seen him last time, and he was grooving. I mean, he's smooth too. I mean, he just kicked back just a little bit because he ain't gonna drop it like it's hot, but he just gonna be
This
real
ain't the
nice
time
and
or place.
smooth. Yeah, it is. What's up, sir? Good to have you on Peace on the
Yes.
Streets.
It's good to be here today.
Thank you, brother. So tell us who you are and what do you represent. The people want to know, what do you stand for, sir?
I tell you, I'm Alan Ellison, running for the United States House of Representatives to represent the people of not only District 17, but the people of this country. And I'm running because too oftentimes we have members in Congress who just don't get it and just don't represent the issues of the people. So I'm one of those kind of individuals who are looking to represent all people and improve the quality of life for everyone. So that's who I am, and that's what I'm doing.
Whew.
What is your drive? What's your drive, brother? Because a lot of people say that it's certain things that they've been through that makes them drive
Good
and be,
question.
So what is your drive? What's your motivation?
There are so many different motivating factors. I'll be 40 years old, so it took almost 40 years of experience to get me to the point where I am now. Now, growing up, I was a son of a pastor, so I grew up in the church, and one of the most important lessons that my father taught me was understanding one's gift. And so I got a chance to really understand my gift, and my gift is helping other people. It's the gift of help. So I ended up going to school and becoming a political scientist, and I found out that I could actually maximize my spiritual gift of helping others and marry it to a career path by utilizing policy to make a positive impact for the lives of everyone. So it's really about maximizing my gift.
So Black Lives Matter, I'm sure you connected some kind of way. So how do you feel about the Black Lives Matter with the movement that's going on today? Because that's what people need to understand is that I'm not just giving my vote away anymore. I used to just give it away and then didn't understand the person's agenda. How you feel about the Black Lives Matter?
I really appreciate the Black Lives Matter movement. I understand that for a lot of people who are not of the same persuasion as us, they tend to hear the message and hear it differently. You know, it's a fascinating thing when you have one stimuli and you have two perspectives on the same stimuli. So when you say Black Lives Matter, as an African American male growing up in America, I can definitely identify with and understand the concept of the movement. But then we have to also understand there are people who see that as some type of racist slant on them to say that their lives don't. So what I would want to see happen is that the Black Lives Matter kill that argument by placing also on the end. So it's Black Lives Matter also, and that is to say that all lives matter, but Black lives are the ones who are being constantly disregarded in this country. Right. And so when we say Black Lives Matter too, or Black Lives Matter also, it's letting the people know that, yeah, your life is valuable, but we want you to value ours too.
Correct. And that's all it means is that, because we're not saying that, because I deal with, and I'd like to keep it real. I have white friends, and we talk. They were like, "Well, white lives matters too." We said we know that. That's why you don't see black police officers with their knee on you all's neck. We understand it. Everybody understand that white lives matter, because if it was happening reverse, they would tear this place up. That every time you turn around on TV, that you see a black guy with his knee on doing, you know what I'm saying, killing a white person. So we already understand y'all lives matter. We just letting you all know that our lives matter too, because all the officers know that, hey, you bet not. You better not. I mean, if this was on television and being videoed that they was killing a white person all the time, every time you turn around, it'd be. They would tear it up. They wouldn't even play with it.
Unfortunately, a lot don't. Some just don't really get into the reasoning for it. They just hear that and that's that. You know, that's a little bit of the ignorancy of just not really getting to understand it. Yeah. You know, the reason for it. So I get, but that's a great. It's well said.
So we need police reform. We need to clean the polices up from top. We got to flip this thing up and up, down. Don't tell us we ain't got the funds for it. We have unlimited funds for the military, that means unlimited. And I watch American Greed. A guy was charging the military $800,000 for 7 screws.
What?
Yes. And guess
they don't have a cap at all? Is that secure?
No, it's $1 million. When it hit up, if I send a bill to the if I'm working for the military, $1 million, that's when the red flag went up. He sent the invoice for 10 screws, $1 million, because he got greedy.
Wow.
And that's how they popped it. But he could have kept $800,000, and they never would have called him. So don't tell me it's about the budget, because the military has an unlimited budget. But anyway, how you feel about that?
Yeah, Mr. Allen, also, can we reform a system that was built to suppress others?
Absolutely. Let me answer all of the questions, because I've heard a lot of different things.
Sorry.
So, when it comes to the military or defense spending, America spends more money on its defense than every country in the world with the military combined and throughout history. Okay.
Wow.
If we were to cut our military spending budget in half, or our defense spending budget in half, we would still be spending more money than every country in the world with the military combined.
That's insane.
Now,
we print our own money,
exactly. So to speak to what Mr. Prince was saying, not all of that money is going to the military. So that's why I said military defense.
Okay.
Because the majority of that money is going to for-profit defense contracting firms like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Black Hawk, Blackwater, Dick Cheney's company, Halliburton. all of those defense contracting firms, and you're talking about billions of dollars that are literally going to less than 1,000 individuals. So that's what you call corporate welfare. So what we can do is not defund the police, because we need the police.
Yes, we
but
do.
We need the police to be better trained.
Right.
We need the police to understand that when you go out into the streets of America, we have the most diverse society on the face of the planet. But not only do we have a diverse society, we have people that show up in the world in different ways. So when you go out and you try to use force to make a person get on the ground because they're doing something that isn't seen as normal, well, it's a possibility. The reason he's not complying with you because he doesn't hear what you're saying, because he may have a disability. It might be a situation where a person may have autism. It might be a situation where a person is out of their mind because they have taken some kind of substance that has caused them to lose their mind. Or it might be a situation where an African-American male is fearful that if he does comply, that may be his last breath. And so we have to make sure that our law enforcement community is screened, as well as trained, so that they can understand the complexities of our society and how they show up. Now, America has a real bad problem with this, primarily because our law enforcement officers only get between 4 and 5 months of training, and they have to go through all of the different modules, most of which are not dealing with people on a mental health level. It's mostly like gun shooting, driving, a little bit of the law, whatever. But they don't spend that much time. In fact, barbers and cosmetologists spend more time in school for their profession than law enforcement spends on theirs.
See,
and
that's
when you
a
look
problem.
at the fact that
I was at 3 months of training in customer service, and this is law enforcement?
What? It's
training
unbelievable.
is definitely essential, because when you look at Europe, they have less of these types of police brutality situations. They spend on average 2 years of training before they can become an officer.
Wow.
In our country, we're only getting 4 or 5 months.
And my thing is that if you can't run them down, you shouldn't have to pull your gun if someone's running. You should be trained enough to, once you get past this position where you can't chase nobody down and put some type of move on them, you need to be able to take some karate or something.
Well, that's what the training, the training is, it's really nothing.
I'm going to tell you where they spend their time at, Mimi. At the gun range.
Maybe so. Maybe you have to,
I know.
to learn to be more accurate.
I go to the gun range, and guess what I see? I see all the police officers there, the fat ones too. I'm not lying.
I thought they would have some sort of weight limit as well. But Mr. Allen, so you're saying that that definitely has to be changed. And keep going, Mr. Allen, because I want to hear more about what you were just saying, actually.
Yeah. So the other thing is the systems that are in place that allows not only law enforcement to oppress people in the black and brown community, but also just the systems that perpetuate racism and prejudice and social bias throughout our society. So, for example, if you look at some of these colleges that give the same education as any other college, but then the price of the college is different. So a state school might be $8,000 a year for tuition, and some private school with the same level of education is $30,000. That is a system of institutional racism, because the people who created the funding systems and these educational systems understand that certain people of certain ethnic groups will be dissuaded from applying because of the high cost of tuition. And then you have all of these other institutions, the banking system, the insurance
That's
system.
it.
All of them are stacked in a way that make it impossible for African Americans and people of color to be able to play in this game and have some level of a level playing field. I think Dr. King said when you start off in a race behind, if you're going to win the race, either the person that is ahead of you have to slow down or you have to speed up. But if there are constant hurdles in front of you while you are behind, you can never catch up. So we have to change the game by changing the rules and changing the policies. And the only way to do that is to run for office and win. And the way we win is we have to make sure that for the people that are like-minded, for the people that are on the sidelines, we have to engage them and they have to support the people that are looking to run, because until you have a seat at the table, you can't make those changes in the rules.
Right.
You can't make those changes in ordinances. You can't make those changes.
Go
in laws.
vote.
This is what we've been saying. This is why the past few months we've been having candidates on our show.
Right.
Because we really check their background and love what they're doing and love how they're assisting the community. We see it.
Yeah.
And we've had interviews and we've been present at some of these, these movements.
And see, a lot of times people think that you just got to vote for the president. No, you need to vote for your local
To tell you the
representative.
truth, that is so far we need to work with home.
Yes.
You can make a change right now at home,
Yes.
which is affecting you daily.
Exactly,
is home.
right.
So
because I hold him accountable. Say, okay, what's your agenda? I need to know your agenda. Once I know your agenda, then I can hold you to your agenda. So that's why you need to look these candidates up.
So important.
And we bring them on our show because we feel what they're doing and we feel like they can make a change. It's not the same norm. When you get in the same norm, what they call that insanity, when you keep expecting a change and it's not a change because you're voting for the same people that are doing the same damn thing.
That's it.
So, hey, look at these, our people that we bring on the show and we love and support, and I'm sure you'll see a change. We appreciate you, sir.
That's it. And if I'm not mistaken,
Thank you so much.
I think the voting date is still August 18th.
Yeah.
So you guys make sure you're registered to vote. Really look into this right now. It's showtime. Again, Mr. Alan Ellison, thank you so much for being with us. Democratic nominee to the U.S. House of Representatives from Florida's 17th Congressional District.
Anything you'd like to tell the audience before you go?
Yeah, so in order for me to get into office, it takes a lot of financial resources because we are living in COVID times. And we have to be able to get our message out, and that means paying for boosted posts on social media. It means buying technological platforms that allow us to get our word out, banners, ads, and all these different things. So if you feel it in your heart to want to see a young brother make it to Congress, then please make a contribution to our campaign at EllisonForCongress.com, as well as to find us on social media, Alan Ellison for Congress, Facebook, Alan L. Ellison at Twitter, and find us on Instagram, and just connect with us because we need like-minded individuals working with us, building coalitions, so that whenever I am in Congress, we can leverage the weight of who we are to force these congressmen to make sure that they are looking out for the people and passing legislation that benefits us all.
And what he's saying, you guys, in case you didn't understand what he's saying we just want a fair playing field. That's all.
And
we ain't asking for nothing extra. We just want a fair playing field.
That's it. And it does cost money for them to get there, guys. You know, it costs money for them to even be on a ballot. And you may not understand this, but you definitely understand, look into it. So they're asking so they could keep making the movement. They can't possibly do it alone.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alan Ellison, for being with us, ladies
We're going
and
to bring him
gentlemen.
back on again.
And live.
Yeah.
In the building.
And hey, we're going to bring him back on, and he's going to keep us educated on what's
Absolutely.
going on in the world today. That's what we need.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Woo.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey, okay, we jamming. So, okay, on another other fun note, we jamming some Sade. What's your favorite Sade song, sir?
Let me see. Is that the Sweetest Taboo song?
All right then. Hey, I got that one, brother. We will be
We're
playing
going to
that
play
one
it
for
for
you, man.
Don't leave us.
Keep it locked, you guys. The Peace on the Street radio show with your host, Prince of the Sun.
And your girl, Mimi.
And guess what, you guys? We're back with Peace on the Street radio show. I'm your host, Prince of the Sun.
And your girl, Mimi.
And guess who we got on the line today?
Who?
Nurse V.
Hey!
What's up, Nurse V?
Hi, how are you?
In case you all don't know who Nurse V is, she gives us our updates on this Corona-19, and she lets us know what we should and should not be doing.
Right. So Nurse V, we really appreciate you. She's a certified medical assistant by the county, master license in clinical counseling as well. She also does clinical counseling with relating to God. She brings in Christian, into this, and we appreciate that. Nurse V, thank you so much for calling in every Wednesday, giving us the updates of what's going on, the testing sites. Our condolences to the nurses that are affected right now by the COVID-19. We're really sorry to hear this, and we're praying for them, Nurse V. So please tell us what's going on right now on the testing sites, and where are you guys located?
Okay, right now we're in Legacy Middle School. It's Lake on the Hill. And we take in drive-through, walk-in, but appointments only too. But we do take drive-through, and if you can walk in, you can absolutely go. But you have to go early now because we are booked.
Wow,
What?
booked? Huh.
I mean, how
Yeah.
long is the wait, Mama?
I couldn't tell you that. When I went there this morning, I was there at 7 in the morning. The line was out the door.
7 in the morning?
2 lines. Yes. Wow. There was 2 lines out there. That's how packed it is. And they were scheduled. That tells you
Wow.
something. We saw over 500 people today, and yesterday too. The whole week we've been seeing over 500 people get tested.
500?
Yeah. And
Over 500.
Jesus
they're also
Christ.
testing inside of our prison, our jail facilities. They're
Good,
testing as well.
good.
Not prison, but jail.
Is that the reason why the numbers are going up, because they're testing? I mean, they're getting 500, and this is just in one location.
I mean, it only makes sense. It's going to go up because
It's
more
gonna-
testing.
right.
It doesn't mean that that everybody else didn't go up either.
Right.
I just don't understand really
The numbers are going up because now you're seeing the people that are carrying, the people that are positive. So they do exist. The only proof you have more is by the testing, but they're there.
Okay. So what should we be doing? We give it to us. What should we do? Should we take baths in Epsom salt? I mean, what going on? What should we be doing?
I never heard of that.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay,
Epsom
first of
salt
all,
is good for your body, Mimi.
Wow.
First of all, let me let you know that next week we will be in Legacy again from Monday to Thursday. It starts at 8 o'clock appointment till 1. And then we're going to also be in Barnett Park.
What
So
time
Barnett
should
Park-
we get there?
Barnett Park is going to be also from Monday to Thursday next week.
Wow. Got it.
So we're going to be in the west and the east side. This is the county. This is the health services.
Got it.
So what can you do? The best thing is, number 1, wear your mask, wash your hands, stay away from people 6 feet apart.
Wow. That's going to be
the best
hard
thing
for
you
some
can do.
people.
You have to wear your mask. You have to wear your mask when you go to the stores. Even if Walmart doesn't recommend it, you wear your mask
Isn't
anyway.
that something?
I mean, Mama, so we have to wear the mask. Why the mask?
It protects you from, even if you have it or sharing it with other people, protects you from the other people too. Like if somebody sneezes in front of your face, it's protecting you.
But have we got right now, when I ain't gonna even lie, Nurse B, when I look at somebody cough, I said, oh shit, they got that Rona. I mean, is everything the Rona right now, Mama?
That's what they say.
Everyone's thinking the same way you are.
So you think that too? I mean, if anybody cough right now,
I know. Have they closed down the city of the bars and those facilities? Because I know a gentleman that has been out on the weekend because he is a promoter. That's his
Okay,
job.
okay.
And while he's out there, he came back and he told us everybody around him got corona. Every single person he was around that he's been traveling with, promoting, all got corona. He's the only one that didn't. I asked him, wow, well, goodbye. It was nice to see you. And I left immediately, went home, washed my hands, took a shower. Didn't go anywhere else, went straight home. Didn't even hug my kids.
Wow.
So it's that strong. I asked him, but how did you make it? He said, I honestly think I made it by walking around with hand sanitizer all throughout the night, cleaning my hand every time I touch something, and everybody would laugh at me.
Nurse B, is any kind of vitamins that we can take? What kind of vitamins that we can take?
Obviously the hand sanitizers work. It's
help-
working.
Yeah, and to help fight the cold off.
If there was a vitamin, it would be multi-rich here. We can think of a vitamin.
I know it.
There's no vitamins.
Wow.
This is serious stuff, and it's rising. We got like 59 people that die from this in Orange County, and it's over 6,000 people that are positive.
Wow.
So it's really spreading, and it's just people are not wearing their masks. If they start wearing their masks, you'll see it decrease instead of increase. And yes, they have to close the bar because people forget when they start drinking.
That's it.
They get too close to each other.
Yeah, that's it.
Want some hug and they cut you.
Comfortable.
Makes sense.
You know, they forget the comfort zone, get too close,
That's what it is.
and this is what happens.
And
Yeah.
don't think, I'm going to tell you another thing, that stop thinking that just because there's 22 million people in Florida don't mean, and it's just the numbers are low, because that's what some people are saying. Well, it's 22 million people in Florida, so why, and it's only 60 people just died, but you don't want to be a part of 61, do you?
No, but guys, this is per day. This is not per month.
It's every day.
Yes, and so there's like 50-something thousand, that's gaining in the United States. This is per
Jesus.
day.
So we have to make sure they understand that, hey, you guys, you still don't want to be a part of the number, so this is a every
We're
day.
dodging this,
Yeah.
And you have to, and they're trying to stop it from spreading because we don't want to be. We're already up there like New York, but we don't want to be the death toll like
That's
New
it.
York.
Right.
We don't want to be the
And
capital.
if people don't take it serious, we'll be like New York. I'm talking about the people that die. How
Wow.
many people die in New
Jesus.
York?
There
So
was a lot of them
we
dying.
try and prevent that from being like that.
Have the number
And,
went down, Mama? In New York, have the number went down?
Or even
Yeah, it was going down a little bit because they using the mask and they closed down a lot of stuff. I think they're going to phase 3 now, I believe. But I heard that when you go out to eat, they don't want anybody inside. They want everybody outside.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That didn't make sense to walk into a closed, a building, something that's closed in.
Yeah.
If it had to be open for the economy's sake, and I get it,
Yeah.
outside, tables, umbrellas, distance outside.
Well, Nurse V, do the heat, like they say in Florida, we have a lot of heat. Do the heat helps suppress the
Well,
the
perhaps not,
virus?
because if we're going to be the highest in the United States,
And it's hot outside.
then apparently not.
But that's what they came out and said, though, Mimi, that
They
the
did.
sun, that it not the
Who said it?
virus.
If President Trump said it, disregard.
No, I'm just
Okay.
saying. Yeah, well, what he just said.
He
You
just says things.
Yeah, he says anything he wants to
But
say.
But
So
you know
do the
what?
sun, that's vitamin D.
They're saying the heat. You're saying the heat, right?
Yes,
let me
ma'am.
tell you, if the heat is gonna bring it down, then why are we starting to spread so much?
So that was a lie.
It is a lie. And actually, it's vitamin
know.
C, that's sun, but vitamin D, comes from the milk, and it doesn't really.
Okay.
And put it. If we're not careful and be very careful by this weekend. If no one is being careful and they're not wearing their masks, they're not washing their hands, they're not being 6 feet apart, and they're going crazy, gathering together, barbecues and stuff with so many people.
That's
Right.
it.
I
Birthday
guarantee
parties.
it's going to go up the roof.
It is.
because
They going to the beaches and
it's
stay
July
home.
4th weekend. It's a holiday weekend. That's
Yeah.
what they're afraid of.
That's it, guys. Listen, we could take a time off from time to time.
Hello.
We could take this off for this summer and just stay home and relax
Yes.
ourselves. It's actually even better. We get to stay with family.
Exactly.
So just make sure you keep it limited. 4th of July is coming. We can't go to parties. We just can't do it
We
right
just-
now.
we gonna have
and it's
chance.
okay.
Yes.
We're still here.
It's
We're
plenty
alive.
time.
We're coming back.
Yeah.
Nurse V, thank you so much. And please, to your colleagues, we're thinking about them. We're praying for you guys. And let us know. We will be on
Thank
site.
you so much. Thank you so much.
We
Absolutely.
appreciate it. We thank you, Nurse V. And then, I got no strip clubs. No strip clubs. No strip clubs. No, ain't that right, Nurse V? We ain't gonna have no strip clubs after July. I mean, in August.
There was social
sometime, man.
distancing in strip clubs, though.
What?
Yeah, they had a protocol. They were handling it.
So I don't understand how this works.
But,
Ain't no lap dance. Oh,
I plead
anyway,
the fifth.
we'll talk
Yeah,
later.
Nurse V,
Okay,
thank you
Nurse
so
V, we
much.
thank you, darling.
All right, you take care. Have a safe 4th.
yes,
Bless you.
stay safe, Nurse
Thank
V.
you,
Thank
Mama.
you. Ladies and
Shut
gentlemen,
up.
we have the CEO of Miss International World, Miss Angela, on the line.
Yeah.
There's so much going on, Miss Angela. Please give us the updates on everything.
And for our listeners that don't know who you are, tell us who you are. Just give us just a brief. It's going to take, just break it down in a few seconds. I know you can go on and on for about 3 days about what you think.
Yes, definitely. We could go. Well, first of all, let's give a big shout out there to Mimi. She had a fantastic Instagram live.
Nice.
With her,
Hey.
with our Miss International World India and our director and the CEO of the International Glamour Project,
Sweet.
Dr. Akshata Puranek. That was a fabulous session you guys had this morning.
Wow, I really appreciate that. Miss Angela, her network is insane. The ladies that are with her and under this umbrella are impressive. The questions they had was a challenge. And not to mention, they are so supportive. So numerous amount of women have been sending me messages, supporting me, giving me such great, comments and sharing. I mean, right after the session. It was so many. I have to still reply to many of them. It's insane. What an honor. And she's Dr. Ashakta. Amazing, right? The CEO.
Oh, she's absolutely amazing. I mean, I don't know how this woman does it. She balances her life between, her business and doing pageantry and coaching all these girls. I mean, she had a casting in India. Oh, this is before we all went down on the lockdown. She had a casting that got over 100 girls in one day.
In one day? I believe it.
One day.
Wow.
She's strong, as well as you are. So I'm really grateful to be a part of this journey, Miss Angela. Thank you for the connection.
Oh, no, my pleasure. And we are very happy to announce a couple of things. We now have our new date for the pageant. It's going to be February 19th through the 21st. Of 2021 on board the Grand
Sweet.
Classica, going to Nassau. And all our amazing talent is coming back. Tito Puente Jr. has confirmed. We're going to be featuring Melina Almadova. And, of course, Lamont Easter comes back as our host.
Yes! Prince, we're going back to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want some
We're
jerk
going
chicken.
back to the Bahamas, and this time to the beautiful island of Nassau. So it's going to be amazing. I mean, it'll be another star-studded show. We hope to add a little more excitement this year to the entertainment. We'll keep everybody, posted and abreast on that. And of course, right now we also have a contest going.
That's right.
People's Choice Award with Pageant Planet. We partnered with them. And this is an opportunity for the girls. Their family and friends could go and vote for them. Now, it is $1 a vote. But the more votes they rack up, they could earn some cash. Whoever gets the most votes will get the People's Choice Award, and they will be on Pageant Planet. They'll get some interviews. They'll get a plaque saying that they were the People's Choice Award.
Wow.
And at the same time, this is a fundraiser for COVID-19.
Wow.
So it's an amazing opportunity for the girls. And yesterday, I was very happy to announce that Miss International World did make quite a donation to the Heroes Act,
Right.
For the Baptist Hospital. We did that in the name of Miss Haiti.
Wow.
Around 2017, and my cousin Teresa Hernandez, who also had the virus, because I just cannot sit by and not knowing that we're either not going to have a cure or a vaccine.
Wow.
So, and I'm the first one to tell you that, look, the nurses, the doctors, the firefighters, the police officers, everybody that was a frontline worker deserves to be part of that Heroes Act and deserves to get a big shout out.
That's amazing. And
sure.
in the name and under Miss Haiti, what an honor. That's amazing. We appreciate that you're supporting others as well. How is Miss Haiti doing, by the way?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
How is Miss Haiti doing, by the way?
Oh, you mean Miss Haiti?
Yes.
I meant to say Miss Haiti. So she is doing wonderful. She has recovered. And as a matter of fact, the sad part about it is when she did get the virus, unfortunately, she didn't know it in the beginning, and she had gone home because, somebody had it. She's a frontline worker, and somebody infected her, and of course, sometimes you're asymptomatic. She went home, and her husband never got it, but the baby got it.
Wow.
And thank God the baby's okay. But when she did get it, she was so bad in the hospital. She was in that hospital for almost 21 days.
Wow.
Running that terrible fever, could not breathe.
What?
And the nurses, in the beginning, she finally got a nurse that was willing to take care of her, because in the beginning, the other nurses didn't want to go near her. They would leave her food outside the room. They were leaving a bag of clothes outside the room because they said, well, we have children and families. We don't want to bring it home to them. Now, that's kind of a terrible way to be, but then on the other side of the coin, when that virus first hit, there was not enough of PPE protection.
Yes.
And not only that, we didn't even know enough. We didn't even know
Right.
what medicines would try to combat this virus. That's why in the beginning there were so many deaths. I mean, we're still getting a lot of deaths, but it was a lot worse in the beginning. I mean, now they have certain things that if you're very critical, they can help you, like remdesivir. They do have a steroid medicine, and then of course the plasma from people that have had the virus and recovered. They can give you that blood, which is the plasma. So these were things we didn't have in the beginning. But, you know, I still caution everybody. It is still a lethal weapon out there. I mean, look at the spike that we're having, especially in Florida right now.
Yeah, especially down south, further down south, and by Miami. Lord have mercy, it's really
That's why they had to
strong
close
out
the
there.
beaches. I mean, y'all.
Close the beaches?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well,
Everything.
We lost 1,000 people in over a week down in the
Jesus.
Miami area.
Wow.
What y'all doing down there?
it's just so open. It's so
Wow.
family oriented out there. But that's crazy, Miss Angela. I know that we hit a lot of key points right now, a lot of key factors, especially
Yeah.
People's Choice Award. By the way,
Yeah.
whoever the winner is for the People's Choice Award will be featured on Peace on the Streets Radio.
Come on now.
I can't
We
wait.
waiting on you. Yeah.
I cannot wait. Did you see that? You gotta watch. Look at the website.
Yes.
Amazing. I don't know. I want to vote for everybody. I'm literally gonna put in $1 for everybody that's up there.
Okay.
I really appreciate the fact that they're doing this.
Right.
Remember, it goes to also, for COVID-19. So
Yes.
not only are they gaining something for themselves, but they're also giving up.
It's a good cause.
Absolutely.
You can't argue with the good cause.
Absolutely.
So make sure you guys give. We're not asking a lot. What's $1?
$1, but it's just the fact that,
yeah.
man, this organization, the way they push the
We
women, the
love
way
it.
they work, I love it. Miss Angela, how can we find your website and also to vote for the People's Choice Awards? She might not heard us. Miss Angela, you there?
Are you there?
Uh-oh.
All right, okay. Hey, you guys keep it locked to Peace
We
on the
lost her.
Streets. And you guys, we'll keep you guys updated with Miss Angela as what's going on in the world.
That's right. She's on our page. So Peace on the Streets Radio on Facebook or also Instagram. Check it out. There's all the information you need for People's Choice Award for the casting call to be a part of this amazing organization.
Yes.
We're headed to the Bahamas
Hey,
next year.
yes.
We're back.
Just my imagination, you guys.
Woo. It's a challenge. Like a lot of things are going on right now as a challenge.
Right.
And then we got a reckless president speaking. Don't wear your mask. What are you talking about, Mr. President?
Well, that's why we got to go to work.
That's it.
That's
We
why
got to
gotta go work.
vote.
Exactly, Dr. Cindy Bonnier. Please, again, explain to our listeners that are just now tuning in exactly your position and what you're focusing on. I think you're amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. So that's right. I am Dr. Cindy Bonnier, candidate for Congress here in Southwest Florida, Congressional District 19. Our district goes Boca Grande all the way to Marco Island, coastal Southwest Florida, including Fort Myers and Naples. I'm a mom and small business owner, and I'm fighting for our water, our health, and our community.
And that's it. And this all relates to staying healthy, making a change within our system as well, Prince, because a lot of things are getting taken away from us. Fundings for environmentalists, scientists, fundings for cures. I mean, how can they take these things away when it's going to help us survive, for the future as well?
Yeah.
You're making such an impact in the community, and I love your work. We were at Alan Ellison's Congressional Congress dinner where we
Right.
met her,
Yes.
and we've been connected with her ever since.
It's an honor to have you on the
Yeah.
show. So we thank you for being a part of Peace on the Street.
Absolutely. And I know,
well,
I know
thank
you're
you.
on a mission, and of course it cost. But please tell us exactly what you're trying to do and what position you're trying to get in right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get to the U.S. House of Representatives because what we have is the situation here is we have absentee leadership. We have absentee leadership here in Lee County. We have absentee leadership in the governor's house. We have absentee leadership in the presidency. And we have absentee leadership in the House. Actually, right now, and I heard you heard about the Bahamas,
Yes.
talking about the Bahamas earlier. That is apparently, rumor has it, where our congressional representative has been. That's
Really?
hearsay at the moment. But this
Okay.
is what I've heard. He has not voted in 4 months.
Wow.
Shut your
He
mouth.
missed all these votes, and it's all because of Republican Party politics. The Republican Party told him he has a proxy, he can vote. It's all legitimate, but they're fighting that, and so they will not allow him to vote. So we've been without representation for 4 months. All these major votes to help us get through this coronavirus, to get our economy back on track, and he is having himself a cocktail on the beach, as far as we know.
You see, this is the things that we need to know.
Yes.
And the things that are not being relayed on media.
Exactly.
And that's why we're here.
Yes.
Peace on the streets.
Hey, we got to bring it out to the people. Let them see what's going on.
I love whom we're working with, and I love all of the candidacies, everyone that has been on our show, and it's you guys are doing such an amazing work. And such an impressive work that we're seeing it live in effect, Prince. We're seeing them make a change. And this is why they're here right now, to expose themselves even further, to see what we need to do to help them. We have to vote.
Yes, you have to get out and vote. It's very important.
Yep.
How do we do this? Where do we vote at? And what's the date? Because a lot of us don't know it, believe it or not.
What?
Yeah. Well, I know. No, listen, there's a lot of things, a lot of different elections. So here in Florida, we have primary elections coming up on August 18th. You have to get your voter registration in by July 20th. We are very fortunate to have vote by mail. Get your vote by mail. You can do this at your local supervisors of elections. You can go to their website and get that. That's your county supervisors of elections. And there's a lot of websites that will tell you how to do this. So if you just Google, vote by mail in your state, and they will send you there. But this is how you do it. You've got to get that vote by mail. And here's the thing. Even if you want to go to the polling place on that day, on August 18th, you can still take that mail-in ballot, and they will give you a ballot to vote in person there if you want to do that. It's a backup. It's a backup for you. So do it. We need every single vote. Get registered. Get your vote by mail. Deadline July 20th to vote in the August 18th primary.
You just explained a lot. Believe it or not, a lot of us, younger generation, didn't know how to go about it. And you just explained everything. And so now we know. You guys can even Google it, guys, to figure out how to get your ballot in early. I didn't even know the date is July 20th, the last date. We got to do this right now and get this in motion.
Do it now.
And so we already know now the date and how to vote. How can we find your work, your pages? How can we look into you? I know we could Google you, but please give us your work.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I want you to know that directly. You can get to my website by going to my name. That's cindybanier.com, CINDY, B as in boy, AN as in Nancy, YAI.com, and I spell it so you can vote, especially the people in my district. Also, you can find me across social media at SWFL Mom 2020, because I put being a mom and being a regular person on Front Street every day.
Every day. I love the work you're doing, Dr. Cindy Banier. Again, she's the owner of Banier Evaluation and Consulting, LLC, candidate for U.S. House of Representatives, Florida District 19, another power hitter on Peace on the Streets. Do you want anything you would like to release right now on the air?
Well, I think I just dropped a pretty major bomb.
I think you did too.
Yes, you did.
But, what I'm trying to say about that, too, is that I'm here to work for the people. I've been built my entire career here in Southwest Florida working for the people, bringing the voice of the people up to be on the same level as CEOs and politicians.
Well, hold on.
And I'm running because I would bring that voice out, and they would pat me on the head and say thank you and don't do anything about it. And so that's the work I want to continue as your representative.
She's passionate.
What's your motivation, Doc? What's your motivation that makes you get out here and do what you do, get out here and strive and fight for the people? Sometimes it's a lot that happen in a person's life that said, hey, when I do make it or do, I want to give back. What is your motivation, Doc?
It's to be the voice of the people, to be the servant leader, because I had spent a lot of my career on the technical side of government. Like I said, writing reports, getting people together. I'm a part-time faculty at Florida Gulf Coast University in the Department of Political Science. So I do that stuff. I write the articles. I tell people how to build good government. It's what I've done all over the world. More than 25 countries I've helped design policy that works for people. Amazing. And I am so tired of people not listening to me. Not just to me, but to people like me, people who look and say, this is how we do this. This is how we make efficient policy. This is how we serve the people. And they don't do that because they don't actually care about the people. They care about themselves, their ego, the money, the corporations, and all of that. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people like me being pushed aside. I'm tired of all the rest of the people in our community being pushed aside for these special interests. So these certain people can keep their power and their money. And I'm tired of it.
That's it.
That's what motivates me every day.
That's it, Prince. And we know it We
Right.
know it. We're watching
We talk
this.
about it all the time.
But we don't vote.
Yeah, we have to get out and vote.
We need to stick together, and
Yes.
we need to bring candidates like this that are
Exactly.
passionate, that are
Yes.
making a movement, because they are currently in their community. They're doing it. They've been doing it.
Yes.
So now you know that they're not just saying it, and you got to get outside from the norm, from what they're doing inside the house, because
Yeah.
obviously they're all in cahoots, and it's the same thing.
Yeah,
it's
we're tired of it. I mean, how can we reach you? How can we vote for you? Give us your information.
One more time,
And
Dr. Cindy.
Please.
Yes, absolutely. So there's CindyBanier.com. You can get there quite easily, too, with Cindy for the number 4, SWFL.com. And you can vote for me if you live in that coastal Southwest Florida district, Boca Grande, all the way to Marco Island. You also need to be a registered Democrat. Remember, Florida's got closed primary systems, so you've got to pick a party.
Yes.
So you got to be registered as a Democrat. You got to
Uh-huh.
register by July 20th. You got to get your vote by mail, and then you got to get it in by August 18th. And that's the only way that we're going to make a change, is by getting candidates like me who have been working for the people, who have been committed to this work for their entire life.
Yes.
Not just a side gig, not just a retirement career, their entire life.
Yes.
We're ready to serve. And get people like me who are voted. And also make sure, if you're in Allen's district, I'll give him a shout out too, because that's how we know each other.
Yeah, yeah.
It's right next to me. He's already won his primary. He's good. You got to get ready to vote for
Sweet.
him in the general election.
Wow.
Nice.
He's coming up. That's November 3rd. You got to get rid of his opponent, who also is absentee, who voted against coronavirus funding,
He did.
who is not serving the people of 17.
Yep.
That's Central Florida area. Make sure that you get ready for the general election to vote other people who are committed, like Alan Ellison as well.
I'm writing
Okay.
this down. Dr. Bonnier,
Yeah.
you're amazing. We got to have you back on our show. I love your energy. I love it because you know she's going to get it done.
Yes.
Dr. Bonnier, again, ladies and gentlemen, she's the owner of Bonnier Evaluation and Consulting, LLC, candidate for U.S. House of Representatives,
Yeah.
Florida District 19.
Hey.
Woo!
Thank you, Doc. We appreciate
Thank you.
And you
I appreciate your energy, too. I appreciate it. Thanks for getting the word out there about all the things that we need to do to make Florida better
That's it.
That's
than
it.
I've been before.
Thank you, Doc. God bless you, girl.
Amen.
We can't wait to talk to you again.
She will be back, ladies and gentlemen.
And now's the time, you guys, where we play our hip-hop song of the day.
What is it?
Right after Doc, because Doc brings so much energy. Let's do it, you guys.
There's so much going on. Last week we talked about MLB making its return, and they've actually made a lot of rule changes.
Did they?
Yes. So there will now be a universal designated hitter. So both American League and the National League will have designated hitters for their pitchers. And the trade deadline has now been moved to August 31st. And they will also have they've talked about having 2 teams in Nashville to keep players who have been unsigned available and in shape so that they can go to teams whenever people get sick with the coronavirus.
Whoa.
Specifically for the coronavirus, yes.
Interesting.
That's sweet.
It is.
Yeah.
I like that. It's
Who
also
knew?
providing more opportunities. I know. Who knew?
Yeah.
That's why
And
we
they
have
will all be
Alexis.
paid for that entire time in Nashville. So I thought I think that's a good idea.
Yes,
Wow.
it is. Good job, Alexa.
Yeah. That was
And
good.
then the MLB is also not the only sport returning. NBA will be completing its season here in Orlando.
What?
But that doesn't mean that the coronavirus is going to travel over here as well.
Well,
Or wait, there's no audience. There's no.
There's no
Okay,
no
then-
audience. They're actually going to try to keep all of the teams. This is
I
where
was
it
just
gets
about
a
to
little
say,
tricky.
Are
yeah.
they going to come out to the city? Because then we might be screwed.
Yeah, they all already have had the Raptors are here in Orlando.
Are they?
So they're just having everyone kind of trickle in. They're doing phases as well.
I'm sure they quarantine everybody.
But
Yeah,
but if
everyone
the
has
players
to be
come out to
tested.
the city,
They're all being tested. So the first phase is teams are gathering in local cities. So wherever their team is, they all have to be in the city and begin individual workouts. That means no interaction.
Interesting.
Sweet.
Phase 2 is mandatory testing, which has already happened. So everyone's been testing. And they have to be tested twice and make sure that they all come back with clear tests.
I think like 8 or 9 people been have it. That's
so many
that's not
people.
a lot though compared
I'm
to.
talking about for us in the NBA.
Wow,
they had a few
that's not a
people
lot,
that-
but it's good to hear that they're getting tested more
Yeah,
than
they
once.
need
Yeah.
to.
And
But
then, so after the individual workouts, it will start and coaches will begin to come into practices and actually be able to coach them.
Wow.
That's phase 3 though, so there's a lot of phases.
Okay.
And then teams will finally travel to Orlando. Even though the Raptors are already here, the rest of the teams will not arrive until the 7th through the 11th.
Will we be able to go to any of the practices?
No, not as of now, no.
We might not even know they're
Shut
here.
your mouth.
We might not even see them. They'll be at the Wild World of Sports, Disney, I think.
Yeah, they'll be at the wild.
I know,
wide.
it's a tongue twister.
Wide World of Sports, yes. But they basically have to stay in the complex. If they leave the complex or talk to anyone, they have to do a mandatory 10 to 14 day quarantine, and they have to take enhanced deep nasal swab tests. So I don't know if this means like something greater than the test that they're already doing, or if it's just the typical coronavirus test.
Wow.
So that's not going to encourage them to walk out of the city and relax in the city.
So won't be no shaking.
So
no
we won't
hands and
see
dab and
nothing.
stuff.
Unless we just happen to drive by the Wild World Sports and be like, hey, but I don't even think we're allowed on property.
You know, tight security, how tight that's going to be.
It's still closed, Disney, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We won't be able to go on that.
No, not at all.
No.
Don't catch us.
Jesus Christ. Okay. What about Cam Newton?
Oh, yes. He's actually just signed with the Patriots for 1 year, $7.5 million.
For 1 year.
Well,
I think that's a steal. I'm not going to lie.
But guess what? But they're saying that's not a steal, because they're saying that a lot of quarterbacks is getting that 1 year deal and they're getting 12, 13 million. Some are saying that Kim is getting screwed in this deal.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't know a year was, I didn't know they had a year contract. Like that was possible.
Yeah.
It's a 6 months contract.
Wow.
A game to game. Game to
Interesting.
game. We can do you a week. If you ain't producing in the week, you can get your.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Very
I'm just
true.
saying. Go ahead.
So we will see him.
Yes,
Yeah.
we will.
Why are you all excited? What's wrong with you?
Because I like the player, and everyone's coming to Tampa and Orlando. This is the best.
True. That's very true.
Okay.
But we also talked a lot about Colin Kaepernick last week. And on Monday, Netflix released that they will be producing a 6-part series on him.
What?
And it's supposed to be produced by Ava DuVernay. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly.
Okay.
But she also directed the 2014 movie Selma. And the series is set to be called Colin in Black and White.
What?
Wow, so just like
Sweet.
Jordan had his,
Yeah.
he will have his. Let's see how this is. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of views on this.
Yes, it is.
I wonder if it's going to be larger than Jordan.
Hey, no.
No?
I don't know.
Jordan
what's going on right now? It
it
might top it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I think it's going to attract people that aren't involved in sports, not interested in
There
sports.
you go. That's it.
But you know what? Jordan is, I mean.
I
That's
know.
true,
He's
too.
the GOAT. Yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying.
There's still arguments on who's the GOAT compared to Jordan.
But Kaepernick is deep. And his
Yeah, it
is
is
deep.
deep.
It's a different type of documentary
Yes, it is.
on him. And but hey,
Not
two
good to
thumbs
know.
up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and he's been sparking outrages everywhere, and the NBA and the Players Association are actually allowing players to replace their last names on their jerseys with a statement on social justice, and BLM will be placed on the courts for the games. So I thought that was a really, really cool way to kind of show their support.
So the BLMs will be on courts. So it'll be on the ground, on the
Yes,
court.
you'll be able to see it on the television.
Whoa,
It'll be on
that's
all of
pretty
the
deep,
courts that
guys.
they're playing on.
And they allowed to have custom jerseys for
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Yo, that's deep. That's a
Yeah.
message. Huh.
And along with this, he also, so I don't know if you guys know that there's professional softball teams, because I was talking to Miles actually about this earlier, and a lot of people don't know it. And there is a women's softball team that all 18 players quit because their GM tweeted President Trump and said that no one on his team was kneeling for the national anthem, and he was very proud of that. He was bragging about it. And all of the players quit after he tweeted that because they thought that it was sending the wrong message about them supporting injustice, racial injustice. So
all of the players quit off this manager or coaches team.
Yeah, one team. It was just one team. They
Never
all
heard
quit.
of that. That's a serious.
And it was their name is
statement.
the Scrapyard Fast Pitch Professional Softball Team.
Where are they from?
What?
I'm actually not sure.
Let's look into that. See what state they're from. Yo, that's a powerful statement, guys.
Yeah, and they actually started their own team.
Did
right
they?
after that, they all joined their own team called This Is Us Softball, and their mission statement actually says, quote, "We are here to spark a necessary change in the softball community, gaining and sharing knowledge about racial injustice in our world." So I thought that was a really
They
cool
made
movement.
their own thing happen. Good job, ladies.
Yes, it did.
Yes, woman power.
Woman power. I love
Wow, I
it.
gotta look into that. I love it.
Yes.
That's a huge statement. Just like what happened with the officers that, they quit when they fired one of their main officers because of him, the one with the older man that got hit and fell, hit his head. I know you guys seen that.
Yes.
When that officer got reprimanded that did that, all of the other officers quit.
Good.
And not so much. They quit because they didn't like how he was getting reprimanded.
Oh.
So they quit. And guess who hired them? In Florida. They reached out to them and said that they will hire them here.
Yeah, but then they got a lot of backlash behind
Yeah, but
that.
of course.
Yeah, they was like, no, he can't come here.
You guys can't quit just because you are signed your life away from us. You
Yeah.
got to stand up for us, and you got to live by that.
Protect us.
You can't just quit me just because. That's why we didn't sign up for that.
Right.
We got to go to commercial right now, guys. We'll be right back.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Peace on the Streets radio show with your host, Prince of the Sun.
And your girl, Mimi.
This is the Epic Production.
Late night, feet up, riding round, still up, peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Street. Kicking it with Prince of the South, and your girl Mimi. When they make it look way too easy. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets. So you gotta tune in. Wednesday night, 9 to 11. Get with the movement. Promise you and I regret it. With no hesitation. Yeah, grab your lady. Just turn to the station. WOKB 1680 AM. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets.